Hello everyone. Now that we understand the workspace, it's time to actually start building. Before we build anything, we need to control our view. Here's how we zoom in and zoom out, move around using the hotkeys. So to zoom in, use the scroll wheel on your mouse to zoom in. If you scroll forward, it will zoom in, and if you scroll backward, it will zoom out. Hold the right mouse button and move your mouse. This lets us orbit around the object and see from different angles. Hold the middle mouse button, scroll wheel, click and move the mouse. This moves the entire work plane left, right, forward, backward. These three controls are essential: zoom, orbit, and pan. Practice them for a few seconds before moving on. Before we start our project, the first thing that we need to do is to change the name for the project. By default, you will have a name created by TinkerCad. Click on the name, you will get the option to rename it. Now rename the project file. As we are going to build Rocket, I have renamed this as Rocket. Let's start building. On the right side, in the Shapes panel, find a cylinder, click, drag it on the work plane, and release the mouse button to drop it. Now we have our first object. Now let's see how to resize the object. If you want to look from different angles, hold your right mouse button and you can move the mouse to see it from different views or different directions. Now let's see how to resize the object. When we click on the cylinder, small white and black boxes appear. So these are the scaling handles. For uniform scaling, hold Shift and drag a corner white box. This resizes the object proportionally. Now, if you want to change specific dimension, click on white box, type a value. Now we are controlling the exact size. Now, if you want to go back to the previous step, press Ctrl and V on your keyboard, which is undo. See the small black cone arrow on the top? That controls height. Click and drag it upward to lift the object of the work plane. Drag down to lower it. If we accidentally lift it and want it to be back on the work plane, press D on the keyboard. It drops back down instantly. Now let's see how to rotate objects. Around the object, we see curved arrows. These are rotation handles. Click and drag to rotate. If we hold Shift while rotating, it snaps 45-degree increments. This helps create clean angles like 90, 180. Now let's see how to align objects perfectly. Let's add another shape. Drag a cone onto the top of the cylinder. It might look aligned from one angle, but when we orbit around, we see it is not centered. Instead of guessing, we use the Align tool. So how to align? Select both the objects. You can drag using your left mouse button and or hold Shift and click both the objects. Press L or click in the Align toolbar. The hotkey for that is L. Click on the Align toolbar. Click the center dot to align along x-axis. See, all the center dots are aligned. Now they are perfectly centered, much faster than eyeballing it. Now I will combine everything we learned and let's build a simple rocket. So first we need the rocket body. So let's drag a cylinder and drop it on the work plane and scale it taller because this is our main fuel tank. Can click and we can come and write the value. I'll put 90, so it is 90 degrees. Sorry, I'll put 90, so it is 90 units taller now. Now let's add a nose cone. So we have more shapes in the bottom. Just click, and if you scroll down, you'll find the paraboloid. So we need this shape, and now we can see the advantage of using TinkerCad. If I just move around the object, it automatically aligns. Can you see? So it automatically aligns and fits. But now we are going to place it on the top. I'm going to place it a little off-centered so that we'll be using our align tool. Now let's select both together and click on the align tool. And let's align in this direction as well as on this direction. So now it is perfectly aligned. So now we have the top and the rocket body is ready. So now we have the rocket body and the nose on the top. Now let's add a fin. To add fins, let's drag a triangle from the shapes panel and then I need to rotate it to negative 135. So it looks like a triangular piece of fin. Now let me just reduce the size, resize it 2 units, and I need to increase the height. Let's put 20. This looks good. Now I need to align this piece with the body. So before I align, I'm going to convert these two pieces, the rocket body and the nose cone together. So to do that, hold shift and select both the objects. And on the toolbar, you have union group. Control G is the hotkey. Click on that. And now you see both the objects are converted into one single object. But the color also got changed. So we need to get back to the original parent color. So to get that, click on the solid and here you need to enable multicolor. Just turn it on so you get the original color back. So I have two colors now. Now let's align this fin to the rocket body. So select both of them together and go to align and click on this option. So now it got aligned in the center with the rocket body. Now we just need to move it. But before we move it, you see there is a gap between this rocket body and the work plane. So let me first place it on the work plane. To place that, press D on the keyboard. So it will place on the work plane. Now let's move it. We can drag and move this object closer to our rocket body or use your right arrow to move this piece near to the rocket body. Now let's go to the front view and let's see how it looks. This looks fine. Now we need the same fin on the other side as well. And also let me change the color of this fin. So you can come and click on this solid option and let's change the color to somewhat similar to the nose that we have. And now I need to add it over here. So I need to create another fin. So to do that, there is an easy option which is known as duplicate. So just press Ctrl D to duplicate it, and then we can rotate it and align it, or the easier way is to mirror it. So if I press this mirror option, now I have the other fin. I just need to select on which direction I need to place it. So I need to place it on this direction, select on this. So now you see you got the mirrored. So now you see you got the mirrored object. Now we just need to move it. Use the arrow key to move it. Now you see we have the fins attached. Now similarly, we just need both the fins selected and we need to add it on the other sides as well. So again, Control D and let's rotate it to 90 degrees. That's it. So now we have our rocket model ready. Now, if we want to add everything into one single group or one single object, just drag and select all the objects and click on this union group. So now everything will be formed as one single object. So now we have our rocket created. So now we have built our rocket. Now let's add one more feature to it using the cutting tool, which is over here. I want to make a resized window on the rocket body. So let's drag this cutting tool and let me drop it on the work plane. So this is the same cylinder that we have over here. But the only difference is it has chosen the hole option. You can see if I drag it on top the normal cylinder, it has solid color. The other one, which is over here, it has hole. So hole means this will be used to cut out. Now I'm going to rotate it first to the 90 degrees and then we need to align it first. So let's shift select both and go to align tool and let's click on this and click on this. So yeah, it is aligned now. Now let's click the arrow buttons. Now click the arrow button to just move it. So you can see this looks a bit big. So we need to resize it uniformly. So let's select the button, hold shift, click on the white button, hold shift, and then let's resize it. I think this is fine. Now again, the alignment is like offset now. So let's shift select both, go to align tool, so select this option. Yes, it is aligned. Now let me lift it up. To lift up, we need to hold control and the up arrow tool. So this will move the object in the upper direction. I'm using the keyboard keys to make it precise. Shift select the rocket body. To cut it out, we have the option over here, the group option. Just click on the group and then it is processing. Yes, now it is done. Now you can see. Now we have a cutout window over here. So this is how we can use the cutout tools as well. Now we have a rocket fully modeled in TinkerCad.